Alright, so yeah, we're back and we're doing some more dumb shit, so I guess we'll see. Let me get some of this stuff off the screen. Let me get rid of that. No, we need that. Image slideshow. And that one there. There we go. There I am. Alright, nice. So, I like this song. Is there possibly a version? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's no lyrics on this version. Nice. Okay, so where am I at? Alright, I think last time we had them spawning, but they were facing the wrong direction. Yeah, so let me take a look at that script. Let me just run it and we'll see what happens. So we're trying to get them to spawn at the windows just like a, what do you call it? The Call of Duty's game. The zombies. And they are spawning at the windows. It just takes like 7 seconds. Is he going to show up? Come on, last time... Oh, that's right. I have to load in from the start screen now to initiate our game manager. So if I start it this way, then we have 7 seconds, and our game manager is like, oh, now we gotta start the wave. Let's load these guys in. So he's gonna start tearing at the barricade. But he has no code past that. We can shoot him. Can he get at us right now? I don't think so. What happened? I bet he flipped underneath the map. And, yeah, for whatever reason, my lighting's all messed up right now. I bet it's because the lighting is inside of that thing, so it's not showing the outside. I'm gonna have to lower that. Yeah, so... I bet he's down there. Cool. So we gotta basically spin him around, get him to attack the barricade, and then we have some code for these windows that will, like, make the windows... disappear, basically. So we're just going to make them kind of fly that way as they disappear. So it's like, and add a little puff of smoke or something. And that ought to do it for us. Okay, so what am I going to do right now? Out of all that dumb shit I just said. Alright. I guess let's look at the code that we're using in the window when we spawn them in. We look at the windows.position. Okay, so that would make sense. Let's look at the leap to point. Leap to point, awesome. Sorry. Car made a weird shadow on my wall when it was going with headlights. Alright, so we got a fucking... So we have this window health here, and we have break window, window broken, but we added this area. Did we ever... I don't think we actually connected it, did we? Area entered. Nice, so we're going to connect it, and we'll say... if area is in group, and I guess we'll say enemy enemy hit collision. You know, very classy with that name. Let me keep going on this. Alright, there we go. We got some stoner metal. That's what I typed into Artlist, so hopefully that gives us something good. And I'm trying out some new shit on the screen. I got a chat on here, so you can heckle me and write whatever the hell you want, and it'll show up on screen now. For the nobody watching, so... Alright, enemy hit collision. If it is in that group, what are we going to do? We got to break the window. So we're going to say break window. Break window. Nice. So that should do 1 damage each time. No functionality to restore. Okay, let's see if that works now that he's facing the right spot. Start screen, starter on up. They're probably not on the same collision layer, or they might be. I don't know. Why are you facing the wrong way? Let me do this. Window. Let's go to... Where's that bastard? Leap to point. What if we do a negative and just spin it all the way around? How's that going to look? Let's restart the screen. Alright, anytime now. How are you still facing the wrong direction? Interesting. Huh. Let's do this. Let's just not add that line and see where it faces. I'm very interested. It'll probably face like this way, I think. Oh, shit. There we go. Alright, anytime now, bud. So yeah, he is facing that way. So let's just rotate him. Well, he's going to have to face the window. Damn, we're going to have to do something about that. Not exactly sure what yet, but... yeah. So, enemy to look at, leap position. Negative. What if I do? I'll probably have to do global transform.origin. I bet that'll fix it. Whoops. Let's see. Let me do this. Let me go to project settings. I'll go to general. We're going to go to the run, and we're gonna reset that to scenes, start screen. Awesome. So now I can just fire it up. And okay, yeah, now he's facing the right way. Oh, we might just have to back him off just a little bit. And cool, we're gonna have him keep swinging. Let's see. So we're doing... we play overhead swipe. Cool. Break window. Let's do some print statements. We also need to add that we got here. So nice. We got here in window with collision. Sorry. And then it's like, yeah, so now we have to go here. We're going to have to add our Marty Martian. Where the hell? area 3D. Is this... Didn't I make one for the collision? Yeah, right here. What do we attach it to? Left arm. That's different from his shoulder collision, right? Yeah, that is, because there's his chest collision. Hold on, let me, hide his body. Yeah, so this is just a random one. So we gotta attach this to his, left hand, actually. Let me reload the scene so it loads in. It's a little confusing, sorry. Right, so now it's in his hand. Is that the one he's attacking with in the animation? Let's double check. That might be a problem. We might have to switch it. Overhead swipe. Yeah, so we're gonna have to switch it to the right hand. Right hand, awesome. And then we'll call this, window... Actually, we'll call it just, enemy collision. Enemy hit collision. Nice. And yeah, we can just keep it as a capsule. We'll probably just make it much bigger like this. We gotta make sure we know we hit, you know. Perfect. So actually that's a little big right there. Probably like that. Okay. And what else do we want to do? I don't know what you are, so we're going to delete you for now. That's a good practice. Alright, let me call this, what was that, left hand or right hand? Attachment. Nice. So, cool. Let's save that. Let me close this scene and then reopen it, and it should be over there. Awesome. Love Godot's scene like that. Cool. So we'll do the overhead swipe. Bam. So, yeah, let's register those hits now. Let's go to this and go node. We'll go to groups and we'll... Damn, so I already made that group? Where is that? Oh, great. That's enemy hit collision. Awesome. I named that something already. Alright, we'll call this, right hand, right hand hurty. Right hand hurty. That's the one that's gonna hurt us. Perfect. Right hand attachment. Cool. And then in the groups, we'll make a new group. We'll call this enemy damage, enemy attack. And then we'll just put that in the, we'll go back to the window spawn, if it is enemy attack. Okay, let's try it, and then, yeah. So we got, what, 7 seconds to wait. Oh, he's down here. Oh, that's right. I never turned on his Ah, I never turned on his fucking mesh. Great, good job. Let's see. Alright. So he's hitting the window. Let me actually only load in one at this point. Yeah, let's just delete that one. Let's start the game. Walk over there. Okay, so he's doing the leap through animation. Cool. So what I'm gonna have to do is when he hits it, I'm gonna have to like disable it from being activated again. So cool. So the window is gonna tell us what we'll do with the window is we'll just have him only be able to receive hits like every 2 seconds or something. So we'll just put in a timer. And this will be damage timer. And yeah, we'll go to inspector. We'll set the time to like 1 second should be fine, I think. We'll go not one shot. And yeah, we're just gonna go node, signals, timeout, connect, connect it there, and we'll just say can take damage equals true. So just a simple one like that, and then we'll have this here. We'll do an at on ready var can take damage equals true, and then in here when we get hit we will set this equal to false. Okay, that looks good. So I think what we should do, yeah, that actually should be fine. It's gonna set it false here, and then so when are we resetting it? Whenever the timer times out. So we just need to start the timer. So damage timer dot start, and we'll say if can take damage. Nice. Looks good. Cool. So let's give that a shot. How did I learn to code? I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and then I did what they were doing, and then I asked ChatGPT to help me out. I also went to like a fucking shitty college, but they barely taught me shit. So you're better off just talking to ChatGPT, in my opinion. Yeah, teachers often suck. I don't know what's wrong with them, dude. It's like they haven't been in the workforce in like 50 years, so then they're just like, you know what you need to learn? HTML. And it's like, pal, like everybody else is just kind of like soaring past me, and you're kind of like keeping me in the Stone Age back here. At least that's how it feels when I went to college. Alright, so we're breaking the window. We're breaking the fucking conditioning. Nice. How am I going to relay that to the player? So window broken. Ready to leap. So that's something on our enemy. We have to actually start deleting some of these windows. Let's turn the timer up. I think the timer should probably be like 2 seconds, maybe 3. Let's go 2, and then we'll have this script, and we'll say you know what I'm gonna have to do is a match statement actually. Match, and we'll say window health, and we'll go I guess we'll go 3, 2, 1, and then that'll cover the 0, so we ain't gotta worry about that one. We'll be right here, and we'll say what are we gonna do? Yeah, so oh, I guess we do have to do 0. Boards, board 1 dot what do we call that function? We'll just call it fade out. Yeah, fade out, and I'll put these in here. And so let's see how that works. Damn, I kind of feel like crap right now. I don't know why. All right. Come on, you can do it. Doesn't look like anything's fading in or out, so let me also do this. We got to 3. What is the window health? 4, right? Yeah, so it should be subtracting. Is that a we need an on ready, I think. Sorry. That wasn't going to fix it at all, but I don't know. I just felt like doing that. Let's see. He's hitting it, but none of the boards fade out. Not even starting. Okay. I guess it started outside of the tree. Huh. That was working earlier. Maybe it can't be on ready. That's so weird. So where do we add that in? We added it to the window. Seems to be the problem here, bud. Interesting. Yeah, because when I did it right here, it worked. Let's try putting this tween. Let's do that. I'm just gonna go Control C. Throw this in here. What happens if I do that? You okay with that, Godot? So we should get one less debugger error if that worked. I think that worked. Two, three, four. So yeah. Unfortunately, I did that in a lot of these, so I had to make 4 different scripts. I can't remember why. I think because I was testing stuff, but I could probably get it down to like 1 script now. But whatever, I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of shit right now. It's a Friday, man. Alright, let's get that shit out of here and let's run it. Alright. Still not fading. So yeah, I think we're probably screwed. I think it's probably not going to work. Oh, even more errors. Awesome. Outside of the screen, the scene tree. Wonderful. So we do have our mesh. We get our service material. Cool. How was it created outside of the scene tree? Doesn't make any fucking sense, man. I guess because I'm using it in a match statement now, so it's being used. Shit. Cool. Well, you know, we can always just do this. We can just do that as well. So that'll just make it invisible, and we could just put a little cloud of smoke there too to make a little like bam. Oh, you like my videos? Yeah. I made some of them. They're not all the best, but, you know, I had fun doing them. Yeah, I like a lot of Godot creators are like overly cutesy and shit. Then it's like, can we just like please do something that's not like I don't know, man. All right. Yes, okay. So I think he's just always hitting the window collision. But we need to back him up a little bit too. So we also need to make sure he keeps striking over and over again. Nice. So like right there, probably, maybe a little more. But thanks, yeah, I appreciate that. I want to do, I want to get my website working and have like games on there. But I don't have any content on there right now. I used to have a place where people could email me and people would like email me weird shit. That was fun. One guy just emailed me a bunch of slurs. That was really funny. I don't know why. One guy sent me my name and he's like, "Oh, I know who you are." And I was like, "Oh, good." Because I guess I had left my name on the web administrator thing, so anyone could see my public name. But it's like, I don't give a shit. I mean, who gives a fuck? Alright, so we can take out that one. Oh, that's right. We have to... Maybe we'll just loop that animation. Is that the way to go? I think so. No, because it's got to finish at some point. Anything I was wishing I was better at coding Godot. Well, I am trying to get like, I don't know, some type of like internship for programming or some type of shit. Like, you know, actual money work or like get like actual paid. You know, I've done some like freelance jobs on Upwork with Godot and just done some stuff, but it doesn't really pay very well. So I'd like to get like an actual software development job somewhere that pays good. Right now I run CNC machine, like machine equipment, so that pays pretty well. So, but it'd be nice if like Godot was making like real, you know, AAA games. That would be fucking awesome, and you could work for like a company like that. Yeah, dude, web dev is the worst. I hate web development. You load that shit up, everything's all fucked up, and then you get a call from someone else, and they're like, "Oh, it doesn't appear right on my screen." And it's like, you know what? Well, fuck your screen, man. It looks good on mine. I don't know. Why are you using a MacBook? Like, there's your problem. Throw that shit out the window. Get a Windows. Get a Linux. Anything but a MacBook. All right. So we're gonna have to make him continually attack. We'll have to update the stack. Yeah, web dev is just not fun at all. And then you look at the some of these job descriptions, and it's like, do you have some type of experience with this thing that's like 50 years old that nobody uses anymore? Because that's our main database. It's like, oh, great, yeah. So you just lie in the interview, and you're like, of course I know, you know, Windows 95 next script. Who doesn't know it? Okay, so in the window thing, we got to play it, and then should we switch from the idle? What should we do here? We basically got to add some logic to keep him in this state. So let's see. On the well, I guess we don't actually do anything. So yeah, we can just loop that animation. There's no reason not to do that. Overhead swipe, awesome. We'll just loop it, and then he'll be kicked out of it. So. Yeah, I mean, professionally, I've always worked in like factories and stuff. I made radiator coils. I worked a big machine that would expand radiator coils. That was fun. All right, so we should be jumping through the window instead of just kicking it repeatedly. So we gotta. This tween was all messed up. So I think what I need to do, I can't declare the tween like I'm doing. Let me take a look at this. I think I have to declare this here for sure. Yeah. And then I have to... I'm just gonna have to make another function or something. I guess I can do it all up there. I mean, why not? Yeah, that looks good to me. I don't see a problem with that. Looking good. Looking like $1 million. Leap 2 point not declared. Well, ready to leap. Okay, so that's the issue, is that we're passing that in. Let's take a look at tweens. I just forget how they fucking work. They changed them all around now, man. Can be chained in this way too. Another instance is animating them. You should avoid using tweens on more than one. Right, but what if I want to put it in like 2 fucking properties, buddy? Alright, let me just see if I can change my stupid code into something a little better. So we have this ready to leap function, and oh, we're just playing the animation there, so why don't I just move this down here instead of being stupid. Oh yeah. Yeah, I never really learned the 2D. I just never really had any interest in 2D, so like even if I try to do like the simplest stuff in 2D now, I have no idea how to do it. I only know 3D. I just think I like 3D games more. They're more immersive, in my opinion. And it's like, it's really not as bad as like, once you get like the models and like, you get them in here and exported and shit, you're like, oh, that's how they work. Honestly, a lot of the skeletons still to me is like still a mystery. It just kind of works without like a bunch of forethought. Unless you're trying to do something really specific. The hard thing to do is like get animation retargeting, like get all the animations from this guy onto a different model. Godot like made it easier with this update, but it's still like it's still hard for me. Someone made a video explaining how to do it, but yeah, I just have to go through those steps. Yeah, I tried with pixel art, but I really sucked at pixel art, so I was like, I just kind of suck at art in general. I'm not really an artist. That's why I use other people's art. I was trying to make a pixel art like Dark Souls type game, and I just like every piece of art I made looked like absolute shit. I probably still have pieces of that game floating around somewhere, but that was like 9 years ago. So he's hitting that. He strikes that one. He strikes the next one. He's smacking him down. And then he... Oh, I know what happened. We got to go to... on the ready to leap, on the window. Global transform.origin. Oh, did you use Ace Sprite when you were doing the pixel art? That's what I tried to use. I remember I drew a bunch of stuff and then someone critiqued me on Reddit and I was like a little... I was like 19 or something and I got really pissed off and I like responded to them like, fuck you. But that was way back in the day. Alright. Come on, you bastard. You can do it. All you gotta do is jump through the window. Cool, and then he should go into the chase state. No. Alright. Let's go... Where the hell is it at? Animation player. Overhead swipe. I mean, what am I doing? It's the kick. How do I kick? Kick. Next state is chase. Where are we going to chase, buddy? Is it kick with a lowercase k? It's not. Does our animation loop? Is that the problem? It is, yes. Ah, wonderful. Good to know. Thank you. Thanks, Marty. Thanks for your compliance. Yeah, that was... I tried to figure out... I could, like... I asked this question to Google a million times. Like, how big are my sprites supposed to be? I could never figure that out. And then I would make them bigger and bigger. And they would just look worse and worse. And then I'd have, like... I'd have, like, sprites that were, like, 500 by 500. And I was trying to use them for like character models, and I would be like redesigning them for like every little thing. Alright, so we got them chasing after they break through. Nice. Bam. Yeah. He's breaking free. He's like giving us a light jog. Like he's being sporting about it. I have like a run animation too. Like a sprint. So I didn't make these. I got them from Mixamo, by the way. I suck at animating. I don't think I've ever actually animated anything by myself. I tried one time to animate a walk cycle, and I was like, there's no point in doing this if I can pull the animation from something else. Because it's that frustrating and annoying. I got the Food Lion brand sparkling water. Halo, yeah. Halo was good. I'm trying to think, like, I don't remember anything. Like, Christmas morning was when I got Halo with my brother. And I remember playing that and just being blown away. Like, that was... He got an Xbox and he got Halo 1. And I was like, that's the most insane game I've ever played in my life. Like, before that, I had only played, like, Game Boy Advance and shit. And then we got, like, a console for the first time, and it was like, what the fuck is this? Those were great days. It was, like, 2000 something. Okay, so we got him in and chasing. So if I go to my game manager, I guess we have to start making some... like how many are going to spawn per wave, and then how many points we get, and should they have like health bars and stuff. Yeah. I remember when I got Morrowind, I was too afraid to play it because all the enemies were scary as fuck, and I kept dying and it made those weird sounds. And I wanted to play as, like, the cat people, the Khajiits, but I was like, damn, like, they scare the shit out of me, and I can't do it. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, they would be like, you know, go to the window, past the wall, and look towards the tree, and that's where you'll find me. And it's like, there's a million trees out here. And then it would be like, you know, it'd be like a tree like 7 miles in that direction, and it'd be like, how, there's no way you could see that in game. Yeah, I realized, well, I didn't realize, but I saw in like YouTube video that Morrowind would actually like turn off your Xbox as you were like loading into new levels, and then restart it because it would like, it would have too much memory to load. But yeah, all right, so I'll go to my go to my game manager. Game start, Marty Martian. We gotta make some type of cutscene. I'll probably use, I pay like $20 a month for ChatGPT, so I'll probably use the video creation tool. Alright. I'm the game manager and I'm running. We have started the wave. Windows.begin spawning. Oh shit, we gotta make some type of wall. Let me actually go into Blender and I'll make some type of wall. Fusion Frenzy? No, I haven't played that. My brother and I have been playing Dark and Darker. We're super bad at it, so we're like, they just made a new update where it's PvE. And we're like, damn, nice, now we can play as scrubs. Because, like, the people in there are, like, fucking dickholes. And they murder you and, like, fart on your body immediately. Alright, so this is the thing, and I gotta start making doors. So I guess we'll go to Texture Haven. Put this cube here. I'm just gonna make the simplest door I can. Which is a brick that goes up and down, and we'll just have a prompt appear that'll, like, you know, open, lower it. We go into wireframe. On the X, we'll scale it. On the Z, we'll scale it. I'll bring it up. So that looks pretty good. Just make it a little bit bigger. It doesn't matter if it's too big. I think it's actually better if it's too big. So yeah, that should be perfect. And then I'm just gonna... I could use the same texture as these. Yeah, Tarkov, I never played. My brother, I think my brother played a little bit. But I've heard a lot of good things. I just, I haven't had time. Otherwise I would. It seems like the type of game I'd like. But I'm kind of a contrarian, so when I see everyone playing one game, I'm like, no, I'm not going to play it. You're all fucking lame, and I'm cool. I'm too edgy to play that game. I'm going to break out Dark Souls 2 again. I think that's fine. I don't see any reason to change that. We could basically just make a rectangle in Godot, but yeah, why don't we just do that? We'll make a rectangle in Godot. I don't know why I even came over here. Yeah. So let me do that. Let me go here, go to 3D, and we'll just do a mesh. I guess that would be the exact size we need. It would be a pain in the ass to make this mesh here. Why don't I just export it now that I'm thinking about it? I'm going to go Alt-G and Alt-A and let's say all transforms, and then we'll export it as a GLTF and include the selected objects. Yeah, a lot of games. I tried playing, what is it called? Pathologic 2. I tried playing Pathologic 1, and then I refunded it and bought Pathologic 2. Yeah, I just kept dying over and over again, and it was like, I don't have time to figure out all these mechanics for everything right now. I have like a job and shit. But the atmosphere and everything was great, but then like the dialogue, you'd be in there for hours and hours, and it would just be like, I just want to like, you know, can we fight or like kill someone or do something cool right now? Alright, so we should have our door. Nice, so that's good enough. Transform, I'll reset that. And we'll just bring it right here. So we'll just put this, what, 46, good enough. I'm gonna save this as, we'll go level A, we'll say doors. The Doors with Jim Morrison. I watched that movie when I was a kid. I like that movie with Val Kilmer. I used to be a huge Doors fan, and then I turned like 25 and became an adult and was like, man, what a bunch of fucking hippie losers. Let's say space station door. Make local. We'll bring this right here. Wow, fucking no, that's a mesh. Alright, so let's just add... Should I add an animation, or should I just move it through code? I think I should add an animation. Animation. Player. Alright, and then we'll say, open. Open Sesame. What am I doing? Add track, property track, cube. Okay, and then we're gonna go mesh instance. Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze there for a second. Alright, so, where's position? And then we'll put another one. I guess we'll do 1.5 seconds. That sounds about right for a space door. Yeah, I could just make it appear and disappear. I think I'm just going to raise it up. So what is this? We'll put this at like 80. Let's actually go like 120. Just get it way the hell out of the way. It's going to rocket into the sky. And then I probably should have a function on this thing. Open, we'll do func open self. The noise you hear is my cat climbing onto the TV. Yeah, for animations, with Godot it's pretty easy. You can just make a new animation here and then do like add track, and then you can go through all the properties of like the position, the rotation, the scale, if it's visible, stuff like that. And then you can also add like you can add like a, where is it at, the fucking call method track. So then we could call methods on here. So I could like say, you know, call the process function on this node or whatever. But yeah, fun shit. Yeah. Yeah, but that's really all there is to it. But cool, I'll load that in. We'll say open, and we'll just do the animation. Animation player dot play open. Someone's backing up a truck outside. Okay, so we gotta place a few of these, and then we gotta like make a display message to the character. I think I'm gonna put an area on here, area 3D, and yeah, we'll say character collision. How many cats do I have? You have 4 cats? I have 2. How do you have 4 cats? That's a lot. Well, my mom has like goats and ducks and dogs and zebras. I mean, not zebras, goats and a bunch of shit. She has like a whole bunch of animals, chickens. My neighbor had zebras. I used to live in like a really rural area. Area 3D, we'll call this door check collision, or let's call it player collision, whatever. Player check. I'm doing everything I can not to work tonight. Okay, so we'll just put a box 3D, and we'll put it right in front of the door from both sides. Where's your... Can we make you bigger there, bud? There we go. We bring it out. Cool, just bring it all the way out here. Bring that up. It's probably a little bit too big, but whatever. So the player's in that area, and they press the... Yeah, we'll make it a little bit smaller. So the player's in that area, they should have a message. So I'll probably have to put that on the player's screen, otherwise it's going to be hard to see. I've tried to do it in the past where the door would be like, you know, displaying the message here, but it's probably better for the player to have it on their HUD or whatever. So I'll do some type of thing like... we have the open, we'll say func player in range. Oh, you find them on the streets? Yeah, I found I found this one on the street. Hold on, let me pull him on. Put him on camera. Yeah, this is Goblin. He was outside. He was like crying when he was a little kid, so I had to go find him. And I told my neighbor, I think there's a cat in your shed, and so he had to like help me get him. But yeah, it was like 100 degrees outside, so I was like, he's definitely gonna die. I think his mom probably got hit by a car or something. But yeah, he's good now. He had fleas. Yeah, he's pretty powerful. He's chunky. I'm trying to take him. My dad's got like a river house, and they have a bunch of like mice out there, and he might like it. But he's very attached to me, so I can't like just leave him out there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. But player and range, we have the collision. Let's get rid of that. All I need to do is go here. What am I even thinking? We need body. Body entered, connected here. We're going to say if body dot is in group, and if the body's in group, I guess we'll say player. That's right. It should only be like one player. It's not a multiplayer game. I tried making a multiplayer game with Godot, and I don't know, man. Anything with web development is just a pain in the ass, and I hate it. Let's say body dot. We gotta tell it is in range. Door is in door range. Yeah, is that good to do, to flip that on and off? On area entered, let's do that. And then we'll say body. We'll just do the opposite. Is indoor range, is outa. Bam, use it as a verb right there. Oh man, you're in California. Damn, I'm in Virginia, so I'm like all the way across the state. So cats actually live pretty comfortably out here. I don't know, there's definitely a lot less population out here. It's pretty cozy where I'm at. But I am closer to DC, so it's like if there's a nuke or something, we're probably not going to make it. Is out of door range, so let's go ahead and add these functions. So we actually got to go back to our player. We haven't even worked on the player in a few episodes. He's probably neglected. I'd like to have that at the top. I'd like to have all of the other ones up there. Okay, so... yeah, there's a lot of trees. It's super humid. There's like there's a lot of beaches. There's like Virginia Beach. There's a lot of shit to see. A lot of history. There's a lot of like Williamsburg and Fredericksburg and shit like that. Yeah, and then weed is legal here too, which is nice. Same as California, I guess. Although it's not like technically legal, they have this like 2018 bill, so it's like they can sell weed, but they have to call it hemp or something. But it's like, yeah, that's just definitely bud, so whatever. Alright, so I'm just gonna print in range and out of range. Alright. Let's try it. My brother went to, I think it's Nevada, 29 Palms. He was in the Marines, and he was like, man, it's fucking hot. And it's like, they have Africanized honeybees out there. So, like, if you mess with them, they will, like, tear you up. I guess they're like, super fucking evil. They'll chase you down. That's what he said. But, yeah. I guess it would be cool to go to California, but that would be so long on a plane or anywhere. What was I even testing again? Oh, that's right, the door, but I didn't even add it into the scene. Alright, what are we gonna do? The door. This hippie music has my brain retarded. Transform. 90. Shit. I guess we'll have to start making currency for the game too, because I gotta have like stuff to do it. Yeah, I basically live in Fallout New Vegas. My brother loves that game. I played it a little bit. I don't know, I was never a big Fallout person. Fallout 3 was my favorite. I really like that one. That was a very fun game. Let's just see how this door looks. I guess it doesn't really have any code to it. Oh, that's a very nice door. Do we... let me just keep going in and out of the range, and we'll see if... do we get that print statement down there? In range, out of range. Awesome. So, then what we'll do is add some stuff to the HUD. So, we have here, we got a crosshair. Let's add a little text. Actually a label, sorry. Yeah, I've always lived in pretty rural areas, basically, or stuff like that. And a lot of the coding jobs that I looked at were like in the middle of fucking cities, and it's like, dude, I'm not moving to. I remember like one place that called me back was like an internship when I was like fresh out of college. And they're like, oh, like we got like Chicago, we got like New York, and we got like, I don't know, some other place that like was a major city. And I was like, yo, I'm from like, I'm from like the sticks, man. I'm not moving out to some fucking city, sorry. Yeah. Let's go like down here. We'll bring this out. Bring that up. I don't know. I never really go super crazy with the Godot and UI. I just make it like worth it. Alright, so we'll just say we'll actually do nothing there, and we'll just add a new... Should we add a script here and then have that control the UI, or should we... I think we should, yeah. We're just gonna add a new script. Control. Cool. Let's get rid of all this. And, alright, let's just say update, update player text. Oh yeah, have a good one, man. Update player text. So... Dude, I can't believe this song just mentioned Alex Jones. What's going on? This is Artlist. This isn't like some weird... What is this song? The Ballad of Jack the Carney. This one's getting added to the artboard. Let's do a country artboard. Nice. Alright, now I should probably focus on the actual thing I'm fucking doing. Alright, update player text. And let's pass in the text that we're doing. And let's say open door. Let's make the door 750. So we'll just put yeah, Fallout New Vegas type song. I need some fucking coffee. Label.text equals, and we'll say incoming text, that way it's not so confusing up here. Incoming text, and we'll just do that, and we'll put that here. Update player text, open door. What is it in Black Ops? $750. Dollaroonies. Update player text. Who are we calling this on? We're calling it on the control node. Cool. And then we'll grab this, put that in there. We'll just put this to nothingness. Cool. Let's try that out. I'm not sure what type of song this is, but I dig it. It's pretty cool. Open door 750. Open door 750. Awesome. So we got to make some credits now. We got to have them appear. I got to fix that lighting. That's really annoying the hell out of me right now. What's the issue with you, buddy? Is the problem that you're scaled or something? Or are you just too high? Alright, let's try that. Maybe if it's off to the side or something. Oh man, I gotta pay taxes. I completely forgot about that. That's gonna suck. I got, it's the 11th. I got the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th, okay? It'll be like DSP. I really need that money. No, I probably should get a decent refund, so that'll be nice. Then I'll put it into NVIDIA stock. Alright. So, what are some things I gotta do? Okay, I think one thing I want to do is add some type of, like, flash effect on the gun, and then maybe... let me go to the player. On the animation, let me add a... Can we add a light and just do like a little pop on the end of the light? How is that going to look? We want a OmniLight 3D. I got cat hair on my fucking face now. Perfect. It's all your fault, Goblin. Alright, we'll put that here, and let's just make the light really intense, and we'll make it like a yellow color right there. Let's just see how that looks. Well, actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and add the animation in when we shoot. Right here, so it's going to be our OmniLight, and it's going to be light energy. Awesome. So we'll go like here, and yeah, ramp it all the way up, and then like right there, ramp it all the way down, then go back here and ramp it all the way down. It should be like a, you know, a discharge. Boom. So let's see how that works. This is kind of like that. Oh, it's... I don't see anything. What happens if I just turn it to 16? Let's just see what it looks like. Whoops. So it's very hard to see. I don't even see it there. What the hell? Player, Omnilight. Maybe we need to make the... I guess we need to make... Is this how, like, how far it can be seen? I don't fucking know. Let's make sure the camera's inside. And I think that'll do it. Right? Yes, okay, I am correct. It's just not very bright. So... Volumetric fog. Indirect energy. I think if I want it to show up on the side of the gun more... you know, because you're kind of going for the effect right here, where the player's going to see it. Let's try that. I think that'll give us a better blast. So it's on right now. We might have to make some type of discharge on the front. So let's add like particles. Yeah, GPU particles, sorry. What if I just shoot one particle out of it? Process material, new process material, draw passes. Just make me a capsule shape. And I just want you to fly forward. Let's see, velocity. Initial velocity. Gonna be really high. We're gonna be -1 on the Z. 0 on the X direction. Which way are you going? Let's turn it down so I can actually see. And where is... where's our gravity? So I think I'm... Animated velocity, where's initial? Oh, spawn, right here. Initial velocity, there we go. I guess I'm going the wrong direction. I want 0, what is it, 1? Straight forward, there we go, that's looking a little better. Cool. Yeah, that looks good. It's not really going where our crosshair is going. Let's see. Let's just run it and see how that looks. Of course, it's not shooting when we say shoot, so we're going to have to change that. So we're going to have to say emitting to false and Can we just flip it on and off on our animation? Is that easy to do? Animation track right here. And we'll say we'll set that value to on, and then right here we'll set it to off. So it's just on for like 1 second. And we'll also go to here and amount 1. Yeah. Let's try it. I don't think our things are spawning. Emitting is on. I guess maybe it's faster than it can shoot it. Let's just load in and see if it's shooting. Why is it not shooting at all? I haven't even clicked. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it shoots way off to the side. You know what we could do is just spawn a bullet and have it like shoot at something on our screen. I just don't really feel like it's not. There's no reason to do that because it's not going any fucking where. Maybe we can just spin this a little bit. Oh, I think we're on to something there. Okay. We'll spin it up just a little. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Like right there, you think? Yeah, I think so. Let's go ahead and run that. Okay, that looks awful. I can't believe you guys let me do that. So we gotta come down a few degrees and left a few degrees. How does that look? And yes, this actually is the best way to do it. Oh, you know what I can do? I can move this off to the... Oh, I can't because the thing's captured. Oh, good idea. Ah, wonderful. Whatever. That's really going to throw me off when it's aiming in the wrong direction. But you know what? I'm not too concerned about it. What if I look at it from way up top? You know what? I bet I can do it like that. We'll put amount. Let's go 50. That way there's a ton of them shooting out and I can adjust it looking down. So they should be aiming more towards the middle. Like this. I think that looks pretty good. I don't know why they move around so much. Oh, because the thing's rotating up in the air, that's why. Okay, so let's go back and we'll just do the 1. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think we can... We probably shouldn't have it here linked to where the gun is moving. What if we put it on the pistol position instead? So it's not moving. And then we go to our animation player. We're probably going to have to delete it and then add it again. This might not even work. Not this specific part, but just the way I'm doing it. Let's just try it. Alrighty. So yeah, it's still kind of messed up. So I'll just have to spawn it a different way, but that's basically how I'm going to make it look. I'll probably just spawn a capsule every time I shoot, and have it just fly off into the distance. Let's actually do that. We'll just get rid of this particles. And we will just, you know, I'm not going to worry about that right now. What do I need to do that's actually important? We'll add some, let's add some points and shit. So when we kill Marty, we got to get some points. So, alright. Does he have any death? Does he even have any health? I don't think he even has any health. So we got to go at on ready var health, and I don't know what his health should be, what, like 100 or something. Cool. And then I think, yeah, which each pistol should do like 20. We got it in here. Limb.add child blood, and so we know which limb we're gonna hit. Whatever, let's just take 20 damage every time unless it's a head collision, and then we have to do something special. So if limb dot name equals and what is that one called? Enemy head collision. So let me Control C on that. So this is where we can detect if he's hitting the head. We're just going to print headshot. Boom, headshot. Boom, headshot. Bow. Alright. So, and then, cool, I guess we'll just say else. Essel. We'll do what? We want to just take from health. So we'll just say health minus equals 25. What am I doing? Health minus equals 25. If health is less than or equal to 0, then we will say next state equals death. We've been struck with a terrible case of death, so we're going to put this down here. And here we'll subtract like 75. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is actually, I like it in games when stuff kind of like flies off the enemy when they get hit, so I'm going to make something. We're gonna do this 3D scene. Yeah, we're gonna use the label 3D. I'm gonna have a little number fly off his head when he gets hit that'll say like 25 damage, and this will be our damage number, like Borderlands. Number. I mean, like we're ever actually gonna do anything with it. Okay. Damage number. Ooh, wowee. Having a lot of fun here. Alright, let's add a fucking script. We gotta put it somewhere that doesn't suck. I was gonna literally make a fucking folder that says somewhere that doesn't suck, but I'm not gonna do that. Just because it's funny. Alright, let's do enemy HUD. Yeah, I don't really work well on teams. Dude, I remember I had to work in teams in college and that shit was fucking awful. Okay. So, what are we gonna do here? Let's do func update. Actually, let's just say display. Display, yeah, why not? And, we just need the text to display, and we'll say text equals text. We'll say incoming text like we normally do. Incoming text. Nice. We'll grab this. Cool. Incoming text right there. And we have to, of course, do it for the damage number. Dot text. Awesome. Man, where do I need to save this fucking thing? Enemy HUD. Save there. Awesome. Wonderful. Cool. So now we have the damage number displaying the text. We also want to have it float, or it's going to spawn on the enemy and then it's going to kind of float into the air. So I think we should use a tween for that. We should just do tween. We'll do var use tween equals get tree dot create tween, and then we'll say use tween dot tween property, and we'll say our we'll do the label damage number. We want to do the position, and we want to do we need to get its position and then add to it. So we'll do position let's do this dot position plus, and we'll say what, like a vector, you fucker, vector 3, let's go 0 4 and 0, so it'll float up 4 units. We might have to do like 40. Actually, let's do, I think like 10 will probably look good. And cool, then we just have to add a duration. So the duration will be like 3. And then use tween dot bind. How do I bind a function? Let's look at tweens again. Tween callback creates and appends a callback tweener. Okay. How do I just run? Is there a way to just do it when it finishes? Yeah, callback right there, right? Creates and appends a callback tweener. Tween callback. Shoot. So that means when that one finishes, it'll call. Took the most confusing way to say it. Tween callback jump. So that's going to run the function jump, right? I assume. Let's try it. Cool. That would make sense to me. Tween callback and then callable. Right, so let me add a callable down here. Func, kill self. Kill self. And we'll just queue free. Queue free right there. And we're going to put the kill self function right there. Wonderful. I just put it like that, I believe. Cool, let's give that a shot. So it's just going to display, it's going to float up into the air, and then we'll say use tween dot play, I think. And then we'll go to this label that we have. Let's just billboard, gonna be enabled, and we'll put like 50 damage, and we'll just make it really big so we can see it. Cool, and then we get a cool font from somewhere. And then we got to go to Marty Martian. And I guess what we'll do is we'll just instantiate it. Let's make a little spot on our Martian for it to be instantiated. We'll actually just do it like in the air above him. Whatever, let's add a marker. This song is shitty. Let's find something cooler. Alright, I hate this fucking, like, hipster... What is this? I don't know, hold on, there's one I liked up here. Yeah, this one will work. Oh, I'm getting a lot of fucking... What's going on here? Uh-oh. I got some LinkedIn notifications. Real important stuff. Okay. Marker 3D. Let's bring this up. We'll put that right there. That's where the damage will be displayed. Cool. So we'll... whatever. We'll just leave that as it is. And we'll do this when we take damage. Yeah, we're gonna have to say, let's go ahead and make an onReady var, and onReady var, we're gonna do the damage label equals load. We're gonna load the fucking thing, and damage number. So we got the damage label. We're gonna say damage label dot instantiate. Is that spelled correctly? Yes. And we'll say DL. We got to keep it on the DL, as they say. So we got the DL. DL dot what did I call it? Display 75. Cool. So that should be all we have to do. And then we got to say where to put it at. So we'll say at marker 3D dot add a child. And that child shall be the DL. Wowee. And let me actually... yeah, I'm gonna have to do all that. What am I doing? Bam, right there. Throw it in there. Slam it down. Who gives a fuck? And then we'll say 25. And good thing it's hard-coded right here. And I think I'm gonna have to put this in as a string, because it's... it's expecting some type of string. You fuck. I hate that it does that. Just give me one of them. I don't need both of them. But then any other time you need both of them. So what are you going to do? Right there. Alright. That should work. Let's give it a shot. So he should be getting in anytime soon. Come on, you fuck. I don't want to shoot him before he gets in because it's going to break his animation. Bam. Yeah, 75. There we go. And then it disappears. So nice. He's getting stuck. Oh no. Oh, he's dead, but he doesn't know what to do when he's dead. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was going for, is that type of effect. Yeah. So, next state, death. But he doesn't know what to do. So he is the undead, the undying. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I always wondered this. So Elon Musk keeps saying he wants to get to Mars, but it's like, that's kind of like fucking gay. Shouldn't you do something cool, like put your brain into some type of jar and live forever? It's like, now I want to go see a big old fucking desert in the middle of the sky. Yeah, whatever, you fucking loser. I mean, not that I don't like the guy. I actually like Elon, but it's just like, who gives a shit about the fucking Mars, dude? Alright, so death. We're gonna play the death animation. Die. Okay. The Space Force looked pretty sick, though. I think, I can't remember where it was, but they had like some of the gear that was designed for the Space Force. And I was like, damn, that's so fucking slick. They had like a knife that was made for the Space Force, and it just looked so cool. It was like a new type of blue. Like, it wasn't like navy blue or army like colors. It was like a designated thing of its own. Bam. So let's go ahead and kill him. We can still shoot him, because he's a worthless animal. But he's dead. So what are we gonna do now? Cool. I think we should probably have his body fade out. We should probably just get rid of him. Otherwise, Godot is going to flip the fuck out on us eventually. Yeah. So we could just do it here. Die, and then we'll say self that queue free. And I guess before we queue free, we should tell the game manager game manager dot I died. I died. I died. I died, and we'll send in a little version of ourselves. We'll give a little bit of ourselves to the game manager, and he will give a little bit of himself to us. Give a little bit of his love to us. Alright. I don't know, man. I'm fucking retarded. Alright. I died. You died. We all died. Cool. So, man, I was trying to think of a name for, like, what is the person who died? Like a mortician would be the guy who's doing the body, who's preparing it. But it would be like the Mortee. So I'm going to call it the Mortee, because that's the guy who has died. And that's 100% factual. Don't look that up. But, so we're going to say, I guess we'll match the Mortee, right? Match Mortee. Mortee dot, can we do class, or let's just award the player some points. We'll just do, give player points, and we'll make that another function here, and we'll just give him 50 points. give that player them points. And then amount. And cool. So give player points. So now we need to make points for the player and award them thusly. Alright, let's just make a variable on the player and call it points. There's no reason to overcomplicate this. Since we're making such a simple game, onReady var points, the big money, and we'll set it at 0 because he's a brokey bum. And then we will, whenever we commit a murder, we're awarded points, just like in the real world. So, game manager. We'll just do, can't we say get tree dot get first node in group player. We actually probably should get a reference to our player somewhere in here in the ready, and then that way we would have it. So let's do that. We'll do not func at you know what, fuck it, we're not going to do that right now. Get first node in group player. Let's see, if I go up here, are we in the group player? We are in the group player. Wonderful. Cool. Yeah, we'll just get that node that way. That's going to be the best way to do it without adding a whole bunch of code, and simply so we get the first node in that group, which is going to be our player because it's the only node in that group, and then we'll just say dot points plus equals the amount, and then I guess we'll do a I guess we could subtract points later on, but that'll be a different interaction. So let's go ahead and try that. We need a way that our player receives these points. Let's go back to our control, and let's just add another label, and we'll call this points. And we'll have to find some type of texture to put in there. 10 million points. We'll just put that right up above his head for now. Cool. Yeah, whatever. Cool. So we'll do that, and we'll of course have to set it. So we'll just say func update points. And then we'll just say get. Can't we just say owner.points? Yeah, so we can say text equals owner.points, and that'll be on that label. So that's our points.text equals owner.points, and we'll wrap that as a string. So str, a strang, strang him high. There we go. Cool. That's looking good. And yeah, I think we're going to give that a run. See how that goes. But we never actually give ourselves any, do we? Oh, we do. Yes, never mind. I'm retarded. So we'll let him break on in. After he spawns in, he's coming right for us. Oh, man. Okay, now after he starts chasing, we'll go ahead and put him out of his misery. Cool. So, it looks like we didn't update at all. Oh, that's right, we're never actually calling this. So let's Control C, and then we'll go to the player, and let's see. Let's do a func. We'll just, we'll honestly just pass it through here. I think it's going to be the easiest option for us. Just say update points. That looks pretty good. Maybe not the most efficient way to do it, but whatever. And then we'll go back to our game manager. Let's actually just say update. Well, we'll do update points right here, whatever. We could just pass it through, but I already made all the stupid code, so. Alright, let's see. How's that going to play out? Let's just kill him when he gets right here. There we go. So we updated our points. We get 50 points for killing the guy. I think for now it's a good place to stop. We got a good amount done. I might come back on later on tonight, but I gotta go get some Burger King or something. I'm like freaking starving. But yeah, thanks for anyone showing up. I'll be back. We're gonna finish this game in time for the game jam, and everything's gonna be good. But yeah.